cancer or somebody's out of work for a serious health issue, whatever, these benefits are there to help them. The other thing that they're talking about is people that do this kind of work day in, day out, for decade after decade, they seriously get banged up. Their shoulders go, their backs go. Sometimes they have to go on a disability pension. What they want to do is they want to take a jugular to the disability pension, and they want to cut it all up so that it's really, it doesn't have the benefits that the disability pension here has. And granted, we don't have a lot of people taking disability pensions, but if you need one, you should be able to get one that's going to take care of you. We also get what they call a supplement health insurance policy. It's minimal, but after you're 65 years old and you get Medicare, you get the supplement health insurance policy. They want to get rid of the supplement health insurance policy. We're capable of retiring at 55. They want to change the way we retire at age 55. So what I'm telling you is, people say defined pension plan, no one has it. Well, I say to them, this is a $4 billion corporation. You need to take care of our kids, your grandchildren moving forward. We're not here to cut the benefit of American workers' children. And that's what they're talking about. They're talking about going over the next generation of workers and destroying their benefits. But the main key is public safety. And we see National Grid practicing up in Woburn on a regulator pit, which could have been completely disastrous, just like the Valley. There was 300 houses affected over there, and due to the fact that these people are working numerous hours, I'm not sure, 70, 80 hours a week, they're tired. If you're tired from working week after week after week, you don't think straight. We would have had experts go in there, two people would have went in and did that job. They had 4 people on that job, and they still screwed it up. Now, if you're having 4 people there, why couldn't somebody at least have the common sense to know what they're doing there? And the other thing I would say is, there are 400 regulator pits throughout the system, and they're going to do maintenance on these, and this is what's happening. The last thing I would probably say is, as far as I can remember here, I have almost 40 years in the business here. The only 2 pressurizations here that occurred, the one in Merrimack Valley, the one that happened in Woburn, the only one that I can really think of was 1993 in Charlestown, Mass. And that happened when we were locked out last time. Exact same thing. So I say to National Grid, I say, take care of the American worker. Most importantly, take care of the public. And if you can't do it, then I suggest you go back to Europe. That's what I suggest.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Question here. Question from MassLive. The union put out a statement saying this protest is to ask Marcy Reed to step down.
Of course, Marcy Reed should step down. I mean, you know something? Marcy Reed, she's in a position of power, right? She leads up President of Massachusetts. But when you think of Marcy Reed, right? To be perfectly honest with you, I'm sure she's a mother, like my wife is 2 children, and you have to say to yourself, what kind of woman would cut off the benefits to babies that have cancer? What kind of woman would take 1,250 people and then their families, about 5,000 people, and cut their benefits off? I don't grasp why anybody would do it. And to make it worse, she said, and I believe Commonwealth Magazine, she said that if I had to do it again, I would. I mean, does she have a soul? That's what I asked. Does Marcy Reed have a soul? Because she clearly has no heart. And we're here today to make sure and ask Blue Cross Blue Shield to get rid of somebody that doesn't care about people.
Can I get your name?
My name's Joe Kirlo.
Can you spell?
Kirlo.
What's your role?
I'm president of Local 1203 USW Boston Gas Workers Union. We're better known by, we're the largest gas local in New England.
Thank you, sir.
And if I could just have one more question. Yesterday, the union put out a statement saying the Massachusetts gas industry is in disarray after the Woburn incident. And
disarray? That's a minor statement. To be honest with you, National Grid is a broken corporation, and they're broken in just about every single way you can think of, from their computers that we're supposed to be able to locate mains and in facilities. They don't go down for 2-3 days. We can't find anything out there at 3 o'clock in the morning when we're supposed to be finding a gas leak. So we know National Grid is broken. They've been broken since 2011. And now we see with the Merrimack Valley, the whole industry is broken. And Senator Markey, and Senator Warren are absolutely 100% right calling for congressional hearings to figure out what's going on, to hold these utility corporations and bring them on the carpet and correct the safety problems.
Thank you.
Anything else? I'm good. All right.
Testing. All right, to get started. Does everybody know why we're here today? Why we're in front of this building? I know most of us know, but I don't think the people out here know. Blue Cross Blue Shield, the healthcare provider, has an office here. And Blue Cross Blue Shield, the health insurance company, has somebody on their board who many labor leaders in the state, including us and our membership, think shouldn't be on the board. And that person is Marcy Reed. Marcy Reed is the president of National Grid Massachusetts. And Marcy Reed let me just say, she's not the only one that should be ashamed, because she was part of a decision made by a group of people, many of whom are over in the United Kingdom, because National Grid is a multinational company. They're based in the United Kingdom, and they own the gas system here in Greater Boston. They make millions of dollars in profit every year. They just got a rate increase by the DPU of $118 million a year. Marcy Reed, as a member of the Blue Cross Blue Shield board, has a mission. It's actually in their mission statement. Their mission is to make sure families are insured. When National Grid locked out 1,200 experienced employees on June 25th, that day, that very day they locked us out, they sent a letter to us and our families saying your health care by Blue Cross is canceled as of July 1st. That's unacceptable.
Shame! Shame!
Somebody's mission, somebody who sits on the Blue Cross Blue Shield board and has a mission to make sure families are insured, has a complete conflict when they're involved with a decision to cut the health care of our families. It's wrong, and she should do the right thing and step down.
Yes. Yeah. Get down.
And if she doesn't step down, she should do what the number of labor leaders asked her to do, or asked the board to do, remove her from the board.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Joe Curlow, but I want to just say one thing. I think these recent events in our state have demonstrated how important it is to have experienced, qualified people servicing the gas system. The tragedy in the Merrimack Valley, the event 2 days ago in Woburn, and overpressurization. These are demonstrations of what we've been telling the DPU for 3.5 months.
That's right.
3.5 months.
It's about time they listen.
They finally instituted a moratorium on National Grid from doing any new gas work. Why? They have no confidence in National Grid. They have no confidence in the people out there doing the work. So I want people to understand that. We do that. That's our job. We do it better than anybody else ever will.
That's right. You got that right.
We want to work. We offered to work. We offered to continue to work while we bargain. But we deserve decent pay, we deserve decent benefits, we deserve to get our work done every day. Not contractors, us. We deserve that. We literally have put our lives on the line for this system, for the citizens of Massachusetts, and we deserve to at least keep the benefits we have and not have them taken away.
Everybody here heard John, and John's 100% correct in what he stated. We're talking about Marcy Reed here, President of Massachusetts National Grid. And we're talking about health care. As the banner says there, Marcy Reed cut off health care for kids. It's absolutely unbelievable that babies who have cancer, sick individuals would get their health care cut off from a corporation that's worth $82 billion, made $4 billion in profit, and just received a $118 million rate increase that the consumers will pay for. You know, I have to question in regards to Marcy Reed. You would think everybody cares about kids, but for mothers, there's something special in having children. And Marcy Reed is a mother. Does she look at her children and think about all the other children and babies that got their health care cut off for?
No.
It's just sickening. It's clear that Marcy Reed has no compassion whatsoever. I think she has no soul, and we all know she has no heart. You know, John touched on when we went to England. But when we were over there, we were met by Unite, an organization with 1.4 million members. And we went over there for a shareholders meeting in profit and public safety. But the people of the UK were more upset that a corporation would come in and cut health care to families. And that reason is because the UK has had national health insurance since 1946. They were disgusted. They could not believe that a corporation would stoop to that. And we're talking about American workers in a foreign corporation. Health care is needed for everyone. And to cut her off is outrageous. Merrimack Valley, how many people got injured up there? Thank God for Massachusetts and being able to have health care in Massachusetts. But what Marcy Reed doesn't understand, it's not all about the almighty dollar. It's about people. People make the system work. People keep the system safe. It's us as workers that are professionals, knowledgeable, that know what we're doing and keep over pressurization from happening like it happened in Woburn. We have 30 people that are capable of doing that job that got over pressurized. 2 people do it at a time. They had 4 people on that regulator pit. 4 people couldn't figure out what to do right. Maybe because they're working them 70 or 80 hours a week and they're exhausted and they're not thinking right. Or maybe the replacement workers are just not qualified. But either event, Marcy Reed has got to go. Marcy Reed has got to go. And just this week, and everywhere National Grid goes, we will go everywhere that Marcy Reed goes. And the message is being sent today to Blue Cross Blue Shield. If you keep her, you're going to become a target of both locals, of the steel workers, because it's unacceptable to have anybody in a position that does not care about people. Thank you.